So Honeywell, there's a reason that we started with them as our first brand before we picked up any other system, and there's a reason we love them. Easy to backdoor, very rarely locked out, ton of flexible communication options, meaning you can do internet only, you can get the $10 monthly. If it's Honeywell, you pretty much have any of our 8 service plans available. And easy upgrade options. IGSMV 4G, that Dash TC2 kit, slam dunk takeover in those cases. Adding modules to Link's touch panels, it's a drop in a card. Can't get easier than that. Upgrading to a 21 IP from an older Vista 20 SE, it's almost like for like on a terminal wiring swap. Very easy. So when you hear Honeywell, you should get excited because you should think there's really no Honeywell system out there that we can't turn around as a sale pretty easily. And of course, PROM identification on those Honeywells is very important to know what it is. Again, they're going to say, oh, my keypad's Honeywell. If it's flip down door, then it's a matter of where's the control panel, what's the PROM look like.
When someone 10 Ps, right? If they're gonna continue to use a phone line, then they're fine, right? But if they want,
or it's easy one, can't do total connect. You can do some communicators. I have slides on all particular systems, so this is just more overview on our best brand. So the desired level of monitoring and communication paths, system features and upgrades, that's kind of where I touched on earlier. Even before you get into nitty gritty of what they have, understanding what they want is also key. Why did you call us? What features do you not have today that you might want? Are we talking about, oh, I saw Z-Wave, or, oh, I want a touchscreen keypad? That's where you can suss out, are they just looking to add a touchscreen keypad, but they don't want monitoring? Don't spend as much time. Are they looking to overhaul an older system and get today's technology of remote control, Z-Wave control, all that? Then okay, we got a fish on the line that I can really reel in and is a good option. And then, of course, if they are looking to just change what they have and it's one we can take over, probing on the current state of the system. They might have moved into the house. They might have no idea how a system works. As easy as going to the keypad, what's the display show? Do you have any faults? Do you have any troubles? We should all have a pretty good idea of what those faults and troubles mean. If, it's a low battery on a system and they might think, oh, my system's not working. Just because it beeps at them, that's customer confusion. We know, oh, that's a simple $8 piece. We ship it to you, change out the terminals, your system is working. When you do a hardwired takeover, whether it's going to a 20 IP or a 21 IP from like an older system that can't do total connect or whatever, understanding that the zones are operational before you start changing things over can be key. If you start changing over wiring that you don't know is good at the time you start, it's going to make it nearly impossible to help them get a C2W working or get a 20P program. Their zone list might say front door, back door, and all that, but if the front door is opening and nothing's happening, that could be a bad wire, that could be a bad sensor, it could be a zone with multiple wired sensors on it. Now they're tracking things down. If a system's in really bad disrepair, it's not even powering on, then maybe we start thinking, why don't we leave that behind? It's not worth trying to turn you into alarm tech, and we can only do so much remotely. Did you consider a Lyric? It's very easy. Drop it in, put it on a desk with an LT cable, and just mount your wireless sensors. And then accessibility programming mode is another thing in the pre-sales. Finding out, do they have their installer code? If not, while you have them on the phone there, walk them through making sure they can get into programming. You don't want to get on that activation call where we said, oh yeah, Honeywells are great. All of a sudden you go to do a power down, power up, and they get locked and they're locked out of their keypad. Even though that's rare, just kind of doing that in advance lines it up, tees it up nice for whoever's doing the activation. So again, Honeywell, manufacturer name on the keypad. When it's a Demco, that was a brand that Honeywell bought. So if they say a Demco, don't get thrown off by that. That's pretty much lumped in with Honeywell 9 times out of 10. There are some older Demcos, perhaps not, but once you see a Demco, you know it's a wired system. You find the control panel will have the rest of the information.